that we were going to go through the presentation in depth and go through the slides and connect all the dots, do the outlines, and we're going to be spending the overwhelming majority of the next several weeks doing presentation. And we may, go through some mentality and some of the things, but just kind of refocusing as we finished out 2020 and we start 2021 with all the stuff that's going on with our company. We have a new product coming out, a new life product, where there'll be 7 categories. There'll be different underwriting for men and women. If people are healthy, our rates will dramatically go down. So there's a lot of things that our company's doing that are just out of this world, that it's going to make it, I wouldn't say easier for us, but it'll give us more confidence. This business, always remember this, it doesn't matter how great the company is. It doesn't matter the products, the compensation. You still got to be the best you can be. All right. The greatest part of the business is people. The worst part is people. The greatest part is you're in control. The worst part is you're in control. And when you can kind of figure those things out, you still got to, be disciplined, have a good schedule, self-improve, have a great attitude, be productive, think about it every day, improve your skills, all that stuff. But I think it's always very good to go through the presentation every, just consistently. And so we can focus. All right, let me actually pull up. I'm trying to get my bearings in order. I was trying to do this. Hold on. I'll pull up the presentation. Okay, so I am going to give some background, and I'm actually not going to start on slide 1. Okay, I'm going to start a different slide, and we will update this. We will update this in the notes of the presentation. For those of you guys who know, we are not really utilizing Google Drive anymore. Everything will be done through Telegram. All the presentations, if you click on the media or the files link, it'll all be there. And so that's a good way for us to funnel all of our new recruits, get them plugged in through Telegram, so they have all the documents there. Certain people had editing privileges. They changed the documents. Some people would delete the documents. Also, a lot of people had access to our Google Drive, and then they end up leaving the company, and we got hacked a couple times. And so this way, it's just a little, and then also, there's a bunch of stuff on the Google Drive that nobody was looking at. So it was just wasted clutter. And clutter just in general is not a good thing, right? Just in your life in general, you don't want a lot of stuff that's unnecessary because it overwhelms people. All right. So the presentation, and make no mistake about it, you have to develop a winning presentation. Okay. You got to win. Okay. You got to win at that kitchen table, at the qualified meeting, win in front of people. Our business is great, but at the end of the day, the game, the playing field is when you are with a family and a trainee is watching you, and that's when you're performing. That's when you're on stage. That's when the bright lights are on, and you got to know your lines. You got to know the questions. You got to know when to advance and withdraw. And a lot of that comes with experience. We're going to try to bridge the gap between what happens out in real life and then simulation. This is simulation, but I cannot simulate what happens out there. Okay. I can try, I can tell you, but when you're in that heat of battle and, you know, you're reading somebody's body language and the arms crossed and someone's getting up and leaving and the kids are walking in, like, you got to keep everything together. And the better you are at it, the more skilled you are, the more confident you are, the sky is the limit here. Okay. Our business is, you know, our systems, the video system, the animated video systems. I'm working on a video system now. That's, you know, we're working on something that you can, it's going to be a teaser trailer for the Money GPS. It's going to be like 15, 20 minutes where people just are going to get, but still at the end of the day, you got to sit down with them. Okay. I don't care how many videos you watch, how many YouTube links, you still got to set that appointment, do the appointment, close business when you get there. All right. So a couple things, you know, to remember. Number one, when you want to recruit somebody, a client, or you're getting your trainee, one question you always have to ask them, or they should ask themselves, is can they actually get excited about this? Okay, think about that. I think there are a lot of, not a lot, but there are opportunities where people can make money. Okay, maybe not like our company, where, you know, 7-figure incomes are a realistic possibility, and 6-figure incomes for an RVP are minimum wage. Can you get excited about this? So that is a predominant question that people should ask, right? So if you're not excited, you can't get anybody else excited about it. You know, somebody was describing what we do and what you do. We change people's lives financially. You know, most financial institutions, they help people that are already wealthy. They're already wealthy. They already have lots of money. And there's nothing wrong with that. We help people that aren't wealthy yet have the chance to become wealthy. Totally different game. People follow people that believe deeply in what we do. It's deeper than just understanding the words. You know, I watch Shark Tank a lot. I love the show. I love watching it. I love watching the reruns. I always record it. I watch it with my wife. I watch it with my kids. And, you know, Daymond John, the clothing guy, FUBU, and, you know, he's a shark. And, you know, one person was up there talking about fashion, and they wanted to do a deal with Daymond. And he goes, you know, I'm out. I'm not going to do the deal, but I just want to give you some criticism. He goes, you know, I heard a lot about your business, but you're not passionate about the fashion side. You didn't talk about your, you know, the bow ties and this and that. I couldn't feel the passion from you. Always remember that. I know you got to put your game face on, and, you know, you got a world of hurt out there, and, you know, your gas tank's on empty, and, you know, your bank account, and you got to do a presentation talking about money. That is what we get paid to do, to be excited even when you're not excited, to believe deeply even when you don't feel like it. So always just keep that in mind when you're talking about doing your presentation. If this is just a presentation for you and you don't feel it deeply, no one's going to buy from you. All right. But if you can get excited about it, you can get other people excited about it. If you can believe in it, I can get you to believe it. And that doesn't mean that you have to believe in the exact same things I do or say it exactly like I do, your personality is going to come out. But you got to find the stuff that you get really excited about, whether it's compound interest or getting out of debt or where you were or all the stuff that you're learning about or protecting your kids and how you delivered a death claim. It's got to come out. That belief, the passion, that excitement is more valuable than any sales book I could ever teach you or you could ever read, any question, any objection. All of that builds your confidence up because you do know the words. But the passion and conviction has to run extremely deep with you. So, all right. So this is one of the newer slides that we've put in, and I'm going to give you the words here. And I'm going to give you the concepts before, and when we go through the presentation, right, and we start out with fintech, and we're a combination of a financial company and a technology company. And I'm not going to go through that slide today. I will go through that eventually. We will go through every slide in this presentation. Okay. I don't care how long it takes us to do it. If it takes us a year to do it, we will go through every single slide, do this presentation, have it scripted out, go through it. And then the thank you, training this, that, you're training the person, 3 outcomes, managing expectations, second value partnership. We're giving a little bit of the state of the economy and how people are having tremendous financial challenges. Our company, we're a different company. We're creating the enemy. And then here we come to the bridge, which is kind of the first first slide where you're introducing us, introducing you and where you fit into all of this and how the moving parts work. Okay. And we're going to start with how people are lost more financially than ever. And we're going to attack the companies a little bit and how they failed and not done well. And then our company and how we connect people. Okay. So this is the slide we're going to focus on today. I am going to have the words, and then we will put these words in the notations of the slide down. Just so you can see it. We'll put the notes right here in the, can you see this on my screen? Right here. In the bottom part of the slide, not in the presentation mode, they will all be right here, okay? And we'll upload this to our Telegram chat, and then you can get access to the presentation. And as we update these slides, all the notes will be right there. You'll have the videos to go along with it, and we will have our presentation front to back. And I think it'll be great. People will be able to learn it very, very quickly, okay? So as I pull up my presentation or the slides and the words, we're not going to be able to visually see what I'm covering, okay? So, but that's why I wanted to go through it first. And even as we do the notes, in the notes, it'll say click. So, because this slide is animated and there's a few different points. And so you know what to say before the clicks and after the clicks. And you go through it a bunch of times and you practice it and you practice in the mirror and all that stuff. And you go on your 50 to 100 qualified meetings and you'll become a pro. All right. So. All right. Everybody can see my screen now. Okay. Okay. So in the beginning of that slide, you have the person and she's kind of got her hand right there and it shows somebody very stressed about money. Okay. And remember, up until this point of the presentation, you're alluding. That's all you're doing. You're not attacking. You're not judging. You're alluding. Your mentality is, when we're talking about financial statistics and people don't have money in the bank, We're making them feel normal. It's okay. It's all right. Most people are like this. They don't have money. They don't have savings for retirement. They don't have a financial plan. They don't have insurance. They're underemployed. You know, we don't really have to find a need. It's already there. We're dealing, the biggest thing that we deal with is the mindset of the clients that we're dealing with. Always remember that. Is people have a broke mindset. They have a very poor mindset. But we don't have to uncover a need. It's not like somebody coming in and saying, oh, I noticed your roof is wrong. Let me show you, this roof is going to end and, it's not going to be sufficient in 2 years. Get your roof replaced. Wow, I didn't even notice that. People, they know they're struggling financially. They don't have money in the bank. They know that. I mean, the overwhelming majority of our clients, 1 or 2 out of 100 are doing okay. So when it comes to money, the average person is more lost, confused than ever. There are more choices to make and less time to make those choices. Okay, what are we doing? We're letting them off the hook. Okay, and I have put all the words. Okay, so anything I'm saying and ad-libbing, I'm just giving you mindset, mentality, and so you understand the words behind the words. All right, the words are right here on this slide. But I want you to understand people, right? I'm married. I'm 40. I have 3 kids. I am the average client. Okay, I'm the average person, that in a different alternative universe, I would be the perfect client. I would be, if I hadn't been involved in this company, I'd be, everything I'm saying here. And I try to put myself in positions with my friends that I know that are in this situation, people that I've talked to, and the hundreds and thousands of clients that I have. When it comes to money, the average person is more lost, confused than ever. There are more choices to make and less time to make those choices. Then we click. And then the middle slide of the banks and stuff, the existing system of banks, investment and insurance companies have failed us. Okay, I used to go a little bit more in depth, but I don't even think I need to say that anymore. I think they know. Okay, and then we've already talked about our founder being ripped off by an insurance company. The existing system of banks, investment, and insurance companies have failed us. Now, if you look at the presentation, and I'm going to go back because this is important, okay? If you look at the presentation, when you share your screen, this thing is hard, man. Okay, if you look at the presentation here, you have the lady, she's confused, she's lost. Banks, insurance companies, financial institutions. And then it says, we have the answers and people need us, okay? So this is very important, okay, what I'm going to say here. I used to say, people need us, we have the companies, we have the resources, we have the direction, we have the path, all that stuff. And then I would say, and I would show them people need us. All right. Then I started realizing this was not having the impact that I wanted to have here. All right. And I made a small adjustment in my presentation and it's worked masterfully. All right. So when I get after the first slide, now I say, what do you think people need? And I ask them, and I want them to tell me. I want to know if they're following along. I want to know if they're arrogant. I want to know if they're humble. I want to know if they are confused. And I ask them, and I'll say, Gabe, what do you think people need? Because I want to know if I've gotten confirmation that people are lost, they believe financial institutions have failed them. What do you feel people need? I'm going to end up saying it. I just want to hear their thought process. I want to get inside their mind just for a second to see if they're following along with me. After I get what they say, and hopefully they say something that I'm looking for, and something I can write down or jot down, or they'll give you a lot of insight there. I'll say they need clear direction. They need easy access to the right, and let's just say the right companies and the right solutions. Okay, I did this this morning. Easy access to the right companies and the right solutions. Then I'm clicking. We are that bridge. The right combination of high tech and high touch. We connect people regardless of their income or net worth. To exactly what they need to achieve personal financial success, giving them a clear path to debt freedom, lots of savings and investments, and a chance over time to build and protect significant wealth for their family. Okay, let me go through it one more time. Okay, this is just one slide. It's a very important slide. When it comes to money, the average person is more lost, confused than ever. There are more choices to make and less time to make those choices. The existing system of banks, investment, and insurance companies have failed us. What do you think people need? They answer, you digest it, you walk them down. We find people, they need clear direction, easy access to the right companies and the right solutions. We are that bridge. The right combination of high tech and high touch. We connect people, regardless of their income or net worth, to exactly what they need to achieve personal financial success, giving them a clear path to debt freedom, lots of savings and investments, and a chance over time to build and protect significant wealth for their family. All right, now, when we come to the money GPS, okay, and I'm not covering this today, okay, we will go through this in depth at a later time. I'm going to go through the words right now, and I probably will actually update it on the PowerPoint, so it'll be there, but we'll go through this again, all right? I think, for example, this part, okay, this combination of these slides when it starts here is where you got to be very good with your words. You got to be very good with your questions. You got to get them excited and interested and develop a belief that they are going to take this financial journey with you. Okay. So our company has created a cutting edge digital tool that works like a GPS, but it's for your money. Once people know the action steps they need to take, we remove the guesswork. Finding the right companies and the best solutions. We provide personal, professional, and financial guidance to assist people in that process. This gets someone from where they are to where they want to go. It gives simple to follow directions and can reroute as needed. This is stuff I've already covered with you guys a long time ago. I'm just revisiting it. And this is something I added because I realized that, when I start doing this, I even through the screen, I can feel people's body language. I can feel them a little bit. Most people get a little nervous or scared at the beginning. Okay, these next couple lines are very, very important. Most people get a little nervous or scared at the beginning. So you're easing the tension. They are scared. You heard what I just said? They're scared. They don't want to look under the hood. But once we're finished, they are excited and motivated when they see what's possible. But once we're finished, they are excited and motivated when they see what's possible. No more guessing or hoping it all works out. Okay, this is the most important thing in this slide right here when we're talking about our financial plan, our money GPS. These 3 lines. Most people get a little nervous or scared at the beginning. But once we're finished, they're excited and motivated when they see what's possible. No more guessing or hoping it all works out. They have a legitimate path they can follow to become totally debt-free and financially independent. Once they start following our directions, you can worry less and enjoy your life more. So this quickly finds the best route that gets someone from where they are to where they want to go. It gives simple to follow directions and can reroute as needed. Most people get a little nervous or scared at the beginning, but once we're finished, they are excited and motivated when they see what's possible. No more guessing or hoping it all works out. That's people's financial plan. They're literally guessing, or they're hoping. Hope is not a plan. Hope's important, but it ain't a plan. They have a legitimate path they can follow to become totally debt-free and financially independent. Once they start following our directions, they can worry less and enjoy your life more. All right. I believe I am done for today. I want to give you a couple bites of the elephant. Not too much, but you know what? We have a few minutes, not too long. But if you're licensed on here, your district and above, you can ask a question. All right. But there's all right. Any questions? Let me allow you to unmute. God. This thing. There you go. I found it.